Hello, my gardening friends. Welcome back to Gardening with Calyx. Our regular viewers would know that I was off on perhaps a 6-week break. So, those of you who were anxiously wondering what was going on, here I am. Just took a break. And if you're new to the channel, please, we are so happy to have you. This is a follow-up video. Fairly recently, perhaps about 2 months ago, we mentioned this lovely plant. You may not recognize it because it is not blooming, but this is the football lily minus its lovely football. And I'll be showing you a few of the clips from that video. But in that video, I had promised to carefully monitor the plants and attempt to collect seeds to determine whether or not we can raise these lovely plants from seeds. So if you want to know the process and our level of success with collecting seeds from the football lily, please, I'm going to show that to you in a moment. The first video we did on the football lily, in that video we showed you how we propagated from a few bulbs and achieved a fair bit of success in a 1-year period. We'll put a link to that video, and even if you had seen it before, it's a good video to go and review. The second time we featured the football lily, it was one of several plants in combination in a raised bed. And at that time, about 2 months ago, it was in full bloom. The blooms were definitely the standout feature in the lower bed, but as we expected, within 2 weeks or so, those blooms started fading. But it also allowed us the opportunity to see whether or not we could collect any mature seeds from these blooms. Based on the information that I had collected, as I said, we count ourselves lucky that we got 7 mature berries from the series of probably about 8 plants. And that's what we're going to be using now to test whether we can propagate football lily from seeds. Here are the seeds we managed to collect from all of those plants. And honestly, based on the information I picked up on the internet, I consider myself lucky that I have 6 or 7 plants. Actually, you may not see this little baby here, but this is the naked seed which I had extracted from one of the berries. Now, the recommendation is that you pick the berry and you plant it as soon as possible after the berry is mature. But because they took a 2.5-week period, each plant in turn, I kept these until I got the entire batch so that I could plant them all at the same time. So hopefully that will not affect the viability. Because the main reason I'm doing this exercise at this time is to get an idea of how long it really takes the football lily seeds to germinate and grow. I'm going to be planting them in one container to make the comparison that much easier. I'm using a very porous mixture. Actually, this is our standard propagation mixture, which is soilless. There's no soil in it. What I have is a commercial mix suitable for seed propagation, and in it it has vermiculite, perlite, and peat moss. I've moistened it, let it settle, and now I'm going to make little impressions about 1/2 inch or so deep. I have 7 seeds. I'm going to have gone 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 in the middle. I'm going to put the tiny seed very shallow, very in the middle. And as I said, I've read that it is better not to take off the berry, the flesh. It offers moisture protection. So before I miss it, the tiny seed, which you could hardly see, I'm just dropping right in the middle and barely covering that. So it disappears in the hole, but I'm not going to be covering it more than about 1/2 inch or so. You know, I'm not metric, right? Okay, so they're all placed, and just gently cover. The media is moist already, moistened, but when I'm done here, I'm just going to sprinkle it or give it a light mist to settle it in place. And most importantly, of course, when you are doing propagation, make sure you label it. You need to know a week later what it is in that pot, especially before it comes up. So my label identifies the plant as football lily, as well as the date, today's date, the 21st of September. Let us see how many days. I'm told, don't be surprised if it goes into several weeks. And I'll bring you that results. And there you have it. Thanks for staying with us to the end of this first video, which showcased our start of propagating football lily from seed. First for us in the Calyx garden. After all, we have great success propagating from young plants. Why not try seeds? And just to show you how interested we are, I've placed a mark next to the spot where the berry was planted, and we know that the bare seed was planted in the middle. So we'll be able to tell really, to an extent, if it made much of a difference by taking the seed out of the berry. As I say, we're really happy that you stayed with us to the end of this video. We look forward to seeing you in many more videos. If you like this one, please give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed as yet, as usual, we're asking you so to do, because it grows our channel. I mean, I like telling people that we have over 9,000 subscribers, and we were really looking forward to see lots more. So until the next video, I am Thelma in the Calyx Garden saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.